Hiya.
Hiya.
Feels like we haven't done this in a while, even though, did we do one last week?
Did one? Yeah. We missed it.
Lots happened, you guys.
Lot has happened since then.
What
has happened?
Went to Colorado.
Went to Colorado for an in and out, a quick.
We went in for Rufus, which we had planned for like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we always think like, oh, and by then we'll like take a bunch of time. We'll go to Colorado. We didn't have any time. So we flew in on Saturday. You guys look. Pipsy is on my lap right now.
We usually don't do this,
listeners.
and I'm still questioning whether we should have done it.
Best thing in my life. Are you kidding me? So we ended up having to be in and out. So we left Saturday morning at like 6 a.m. and then just like hit the ground running. We went to this place called Torchy's for food, and our server, the bartender, was like insane.
She's one of those people that like can't read a room. Like Elyse is always super polite and was like engaging with this woman, and the woman was just like wouldn't, it's like we're on vacation, we're trying to relax, and she just like won't stop talking about like, I don't even want to get into it, but like her relationship with her best friend that she's like in love with, and it's like, I don't care, dude.
They slept together the night before.
Yeah,
and it's first time.
A, I don't care. B, why are you telling your customer that?
We did tell her to listen to our podcast. She might be listening.
Should we do another?
No.
Wait.
So we like make it a point to never really talk shit about people because we don't know if they'll watch this or not. It's fine. She's not going to listen.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
Big man, he's like the bully online over here. He'll say a bunch of shit until he knows that you'll
I just
see
like
it.
froze. Yeah, we try to keep it,
she was nice.
My stance remains. It was too much. It was like 10 a.m. in the morning. If you're watching, I'm sorry, but that's just the facts. I totally forgot that she could be watching this.
Anybody could watch it. We did tell her to watch it. But it was kind of like it was one of those where it's like, oh, you have dogs? And then usually you would say like, oh, do you have dogs? But no, it was like, here's a bunch about my dogs. And then
next.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, I said like, do you like podcasts? She said, yes. Obviously I said that so she would listen to this. I could promote it.
You got to plug it.
I'm like, oh, we have a podcast. And then she talked about how Todd likes podcasts. And it's like, okay.
Todd's the friend.
Todd's the best friend.
The best friend.
So maybe she wrote down what it's called. I told her to, but also maybe not. She was still like drunk from the night before. So
if you're watching this, ma'am, maybe this is the hard truth you need to come by.
100%.
So
yeah. But anyway, so then we went to Rufus. We like had a pool day with our friends, which was really fun.
Yeah, we were up in Boulder.
Spent like literally $400 on Ubers. I'm not kidding. Like I'm not being dramatic. Like probably $400.
No.
Yes.
I know. I don't even want to think about it.
We literally took from the airport to Boulder one. That was over 100 or close to 90 something.
Yeah.
Then we took one from Rufus to Boulder. That was close to 100. Then I took one to the airport, and then you took one to the airport. Like $400.
A little less, but yeah.
Once you're in Boulder, it's fantastic. Like the next day we woke up and we hiked for like 9 miles up. Like we hiked to the hike. Beautiful, so gorgeous. Just Boulder's so special.
It was worth being in Boulder, but like logistically, it was wasn't the most ideal because Rufus was at Dick's Sporting Goods Field, which is in Commerce City, which is like 50 minutes southeast of Boulder. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like we weren't close to the venue at all, but Boulder was sick. And Saturday was great. We met up with some friends and it was great. And then we were out. It was like in and out.
Yeah. One of my closest friends, Meg, lost her dad. So I flew from Colorado to New York. Took Catherine picked me up, sweet angel. My other close friend went directly to the funeral, like an overnight flight, went directly to the funeral. Then boom, like her mom's house and then the after party, and then took an Uber from there to the airport and like flew out. Chris like woke up early. Slex woke up early the next day and then just like flew back. So it was like a very quick in and out. But all's to say, it was so nice to be in Boulder.
All's to say.
A lot of nostalgia there. And then I got to be with some of my closest people in my life, my friends from college. Tons of nostalgia there, obviously. And then this week, Chris went, oh my gosh, Slex, I'm so sorry. I keep calling you the wrong name.
Who's Chris?
Slex drove to Orlando because he couldn't get enough of the travel. So he drove to Orlando and back.
Wednesday night, yeah.
To see Clips, who is one of his favorite groups from childhood. And so all's to say.
Stop saying all's to say. You've never ever said that in your life.
All this is to say.
I love it.
That we're talking nostalgia. I always want like a big explosion.
We could put one right here. We've done it before.
Love nostalgia. I am a nostalgia queen.
She's a nostalgia queen. She'll always... Does it categorize as nostalgia when you're like, oh, this is the first time we've gone to the Riverwalk since we got Kiwi or whatever, fill in the blank. Yeah. She's always like, I always joke with her. Her and her sister both do it. Does your mom do it too?
My mom's just like living in the past, so kind of. Shout out, Mom.
Shout out, Robin. It's always like, oh, this is like, for instance, we'd go to Boulder and Elyse would be like, this is the first time we've been back to Boulder since we got Pipsy. Like, it's always like very...
Yeah. I love nostalgia.
She's very nostalgic.
I also like grew up with, and we'll talk about my mom a little bit today because a lot of this is her, but I like grew up with a mother who just like loved our childhood and like loved her past so much. Like she loved high school and then she like got with my dad and then like loved the family. Then like the divorce happened. And ever since then, I feel like, well, then like, oh, she loves to bring up that I used to work at this place that was called Salsaritas. That's kind of like a Chipotle.
Oh, yummy.
And I would bring food home from work and then sit out back with her in her gazebo. And we would just like talk about the day. And she still to this day, every time I go home, brings up, do you remember when you used to bring food home? Aww. And we would sit out back. And I'm like, yes, mother, I do. But like we're building new memories, but she loves to just harp on the past and like nothing will ever be as good as it was is kind of like her. And that's like a whole like mental thing that we're going to talk about.
Hey, it's fun to reminisce.
Your parents don't necessarily reminisce as much, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. I think everyone reminisces.
Well, they do, but not like constant. Like it's more like.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if we're comparing, yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Not quite as much.
But we have found that like people, the older you get, the more you just like tell the same stories over and over again.
I've done it a few times. I'm more victim than Elyse, probably. But our shout out our parents, no offense, but they definitely will retell some tales for sure.
Yeah.
And where's that line? Like this is a general question for everyone because I think we all need to like figure it out as a society. Like when are you crossing the line where it's like you know just let them finish the story because you don't want to be rude, or how many times do you have to hear it where then you say, okay, I've heard this. I know this one. Yeah, because I'm always like, you know, I feel like sometimes both of us can be like super polite to a fault where it's just like, it might be better just to be like, I'm going to stop you there.
I've started to just go, yeah. And then, and I kind of like finish it.
Finish it.
To be like, I know this already.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
But I find that I've been doing that lately with my friends where I'll like say something and I'll like start it and then they'll be like, yeah, like I know this one. Like, and I'm like, sorry.
Sometimes, have you ever, like you're telling a story and whoever's there knows it, but like you still want to say it. Yeah. It's like, it's almost for yourself. Sometimes you just need to like rehash that experience like in your own, I mean, a la nostalgia. All's that to say. Yeah, I feel like I think I was just talking to your dad and I was telling him a story. We were like, whatever, this doesn't matter, but the crux of our
Horcrux.
Potter nostalgia.
Yeah.
The whole topic of our conversation was like, don't sell yourself short. Like when you're putting a price on your product, don't undermine yourself. And I was telling him a tale about when I used to be in a band and we got a really good gig and we charged them like pennies. We could have charged them so much more. And I think he knew the story because as I was telling him, he was like, right, yeah. Like, I think I'm almost 100% sure I've told him the story, but I finished the story because like I needed it.
It was a victory, yeah.
It was a victory, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah. So nostalgia's definition has changed. The fun part is that way back when, in like the 1600s, it was actually seen as a disease.
No. What?
Yeah. That they like treated.
Thinking back fondly was a disease.
Yeah. Because people would be like stuck in the past.
This lady's crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's something to that.
The Greek word roots, meaning homecoming and pain, nostalgia was for centuries considered potentially debilitating and sometimes fatal, characterized by expressing extreme homesickness. So
that's amazing. I've never heard that.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
It's like, obviously that's a little overkill, a little intense, but it's almost like unknowingly they were like, it was like forward thinking. Like it's like, stop living in the past. This is now.
That's beautiful, babe.
You know?
But like their ways of like going about it are not
of course.
Cool.
Don't like kill someone because they're like thinking back to that that high school party.
I know.
Anyways, continue.
The sentimental longing for the past. So this is kind of what it is now. The longing for the past arises from a complex interplay of memory, emotion, and sensory input, often triggered by specific sights, sounds, smells, or even tastes associated with cherished past experiences.
Wow.
What is a taste, like a food or something that brings you back to childhood?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot. A taste? Well, not quite childhood, but when we went to Pizza Calore on Boulder. Pizza Calore is right on Pearl Street on Boulder, and it's like a really good pizza spot, and that would be
like
like
a hole in the wall, so you know it's good.
Yeah, like shotgun layout, no frills. They just like have the slices, you just pick them, blah, blah, blah. That, when we were having it the other day with Ian, it made me like feel like, or think back and feel to like when we first started dating, and even before that, when me and like the homies, we would hit Pearl Street and go to it's not there anymore. It was an Irish pub. Wow, Connor.
Oh yeah, something O'Connor.
I can't believe I can't think of it. Murphy O'Connor's or something. Shit, I forget. But anyways, we would crush Irish car bombs. Mm-hmm. I know now that's kind of an offensive term for certain people in Ireland. But
you guys all went there, right? Like when it was closing? And
yeah. We went before it like finally closed. It was like a staple for us because we would do the car bombs, which are like,
what is it?
Kind of disgusting. It's a whole thing of Guinness and you drop Bailey's. Is it Bailey's and whiskey? It's been so long. Is it just Bailey's or is it whiskey and Bailey's? Comment below. But you drop a shot into it. It's like a Jaeger bomb.
And it'll curdle, right? So you have
to curdles. Chug it? Yeah. If you leave it, it's disgusting. So you have to chug it back. And Guinnesses are like thick dogs. So you got to slam it. I would say I like a Jaeger bomb better, which is Red Bull with a Jaeger shot.
Oh, yeah. That sounds great.
They're tasty.
Sounds a little like extreme.
Yeah.
Go from 0 to 100.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't think you do a whole Red Bull.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah. But yes, all's that to say, we would like go hit Pizza Calore afterwards. That was one of the ones, and then like Cosmos and Abos. If you know Boulder, you know what I'm talking about.
Cosmos has like giant slices, and you get spicy ranch with it. That was the first time I ever tried spicy ranch, and I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, and it's like
so good.
We could probably make it better. It's probably just ranch with chili powder, garlic, salt.
They might have like buffalo sauce in there or something.
Maybe a little buffalo sauce, yeah.
Oh, it's real good.
But yes, that's my answer. Like certain pizzas remind me of like college days.
Love it.
How about you? Uh-oh.
Well, I'll say a smell to mix it up.
Hit me with a smell.
Basement smell always reminds me of childhood. And I
Anywhere
love the
you
smell
go.
of basement, which is basically just mold, I think. But
Yeah, it's like borderline mold, that like musty
mildew, like earth.
Yeah.
But whenever I smell basement, I always think of home because like we would play in the basement. So like just childhood smells.
Love the smell of basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, your basement does have like, but it's not mold. It's like you're underground.
Yeah.
It can be mold, but there's definitely not mold in your mom's basement.
Definitely not.
She keeps that thing clean as a whistle. It's just got the like underground smell.
Yeah. We've also like it's flooded many times, so we've had to like change out the stuff so much that it probably doesn't have mold, or because of that it probably does have mold.
Oh, it might have like just like deep
Yeah.
dark mold somewhere.
You think like wet soil is underneath, like
Yeah.
so.
Anyways, okay. Smell. I'm trying to think of any other smells or foods that really bring me back. The big, I think the big decider is like if you're eating. See, mine almost doesn't count in Boulder because I was eating the pizza in Boulder. It's almost like yours makes more sense. If you smell basement anywhere, it reminds you of your childhood. That's
Okay,
like
well,
the bigger thing.
If you eat a meal from your mom here, or like the Chef Boyardee stuff, like if we make like sauce and small pasta, does that kind of bring you back to like Chef Boyardee as a kid, or like
SpaghettiOs.
a candy or
Yeah.
a snack?
We did have like kind of Chef Boyardee style pasta last night, and it was so good. I was never allowed to have SpaghettiOs at home, but I would always, when I would go to my friend's house, Kyle Bropes, shout out, bro. In like third grade, his mom would always make us SpaghettiOs, and it was fire. So yeah, I think it reminds me of that.
I feel like I only tried SpaghettiOs sauce once because like I was classy and didn't ever have it. But when I did try it, I feel like it tasted like nickels, like blood.
There was like, yeah, it's funny you say that. There's like this acidity to it that
And it's like
it's like
see-through kind of.
it's like vinegar based.
Oh.
I think that's why, but it was fire.
Yeah.
It was really good. And it's just so funny because my mom would cook these gourmet meals, but it was the Lunchables thing.
Totally.
And as a kid, you're like, oh no, I prefer SpaghettiOs or Lunchables. And it's like, you're insane as a kid. Kids are like certifiably insane.
Mm-hmm. They're just learning. A specific song might transport you back to a particular moment in your life. Fun fact, music from your teens to early adult years between 10 and 30 years old evoke the strongest sense of nostalgia. Like, and it makes sense because that's when your brain is like forming the most.
Yes.
But obviously, like you think of any music, like the music your parents listened to when you were growing up, and then the music that you were listening to in high school, like screamo music, like brings me back to, you know, I can remember like lyrics in certain screamo songs that I haven't listened to in like 20 years just because like I knew them back in that time frame.
It was like such an impressionable time. And you said it's the reminiscence bump.
Yes.
Did you read that? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't read that yet. No, we didn't get there yet.
Should I read it?
Yeah, go for it.
A phenomenon called the reminiscence bump is linked to the brain's heightened ability to form lasting memories during this period during formative years. So I was super in. I liked hardcore, especially because I dated a girl that was into it, and like screamo. No. Shout out. She was great. But I was like, as you know, and we've talked about this before, I was like super into rap, and it was still like
you're a big head, or what's it called?
An old head.
Head.
Well, now I'm an old head for that rap back then. But I was playing catch up as soon as I was allowed to. This sounds silly, but it's 100% true. We got Sprouty back here. Hey, Sprout.
Where are you going?
Why don't you lay down, bud? There's Sprouty. It sounds silly, but it's absolutely true. As soon as I was allowed to buy parental advisory CDs, what are you doing, Sprouty? Good girl.
Isn't she beautiful, you guys? She's so beautiful.
As soon as I was allowed to buy parental advisory CDs, it was like playing catch up on all like the rap. And
do you remember what age you were allowed?
I think 16 or 17. It was like the floodgate. I remember the first parental advisory CD I was allowed to buy. My mom was at FYE with me. For those of the youngins, FYE was like a CD and like DVD store that's out of business now.
It was like For Your Entertainment.
For Your Entertainment, yeah. I bought the documentary by The Game, classic album. And once I got that, it was like opening the floodgates. Anytime I ever made money, it was going to CDs. But anyways, like
that he still has also.
Yeah, I still have them. Well, you never know. If the apocalypse hits, I want to be able to listen to some music.
We don't listen to that music. We have to listen to like smooth jazz to keep us from like going insane.
There's a lot of rap songs that when I listen to them, I'm like, oh, this takes me back. Like one in specific, Shift Shape by Hieroglyphics.
Mm-hmm.
We shift shape and we make shit shake. Do you know that one? Whatever, It doesn't matter. Hieroglyphics from California. They were kind of like a conscious like rap collective, and I was like obsessed with them. And that song, I would like scream it in my car going to, I knew every single word. And I remember one time I was riding with my friend Nate, and we were going, we were like cruising or something. And I remember I was rapping every single word. And when the song was done, he was just staring at me. He's like, wow, you know that song really well. I was like, yeah, it's like my favorite song. But anyways, Hieroglyphics.
That's like the Core's Breathless.
Oh.
Go on.
Great.
Go on. Leave me breathless.
You did that for talent show.
I did that for my first talent show ever. No, my second talent show ever. And we just like skipped around the stage. But I like still, when I hear that, I like think of my childhood. I think of Larissa Posada.
Yeah, Larissa.
Shout out. And then, wait, what was the one that I did before that? It was like a Bewitched song. What was the Bewitched song?
Oh, was it Upside Down?
No.
Oh, C'est La Vie. Say you will, say you won't.
Say you'll
do what I don't.
Say it's true. Say it to me.
C'est La Vie.
That was my first ever, and it was 3 of us, and we all had a fake mic pack on. That was probably just our father's like phone.
Oh, it was like a beeper or something?
Yeah, like their phone.
Shoot,
like,
you did
headsets.
fake mics?
And we like each of us would step up front and like pretend we were singing it, and then we would like step back, and then the other one would step forward.
Did your dad get that on video?
I'm
I would
sure
have
it's on. I'm
loved
sure
to see
it's
that.
on video.
We need to dig through your dad. Her dad was much like mine, where they got everything
That's
on
the
like
issue,
on
though.
camcorder.
It's so much better now that we just like quick little moment, done. Quick little moment. That used to be like 30 to 45-minute sessions of just whatever was happening in the vicinity of where they were.
They had that thing running.
Yeah.
My dad would always have it on at Christmas, and my mom would be like, "Rob, put it away."
Oh, Christmas. That's
Oh,
nostalgia. That's the
now,
biggest
let's
nostalgia.
talk nostalgia. Christmas. All right.
And I think that's why
Next.
it gets sad, actually, why we often all get sad at different moments of our lives, because you expect expectations of like what it used to be, whether that's like your family is different or like your friend group is different or like how you show up is different. Like that's all because nostalgia like tells you it's going to be a certain way, and then it's not.
It's so true. I still look at these ears. I still like Elyse is pretty good about like lowering expectations. Not that like you want it to be bad, but like when you like Christmas is a perfect example. It's like sometimes you have a tendency to think back to that one Christmas where it was like everything fell into place, like fun games, everyone was in a good mood, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like sometimes that's not the case at all.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. So nostalgia can also be dangerous.
And
world.
That's why you should always live in the present moment, because then if you're not thinking about the past, you can enjoy the present moment. But if you're not thinking about the present moment, then you're missing it. And I've had many times where like on trips or something where I'm like, okay, I'm just like ready to go home, or like, I don't really want to be doing this XYZ. And then it's over. And that's like the main thing that I always think about was like that moment in the trip, or that like experience that I was almost like, I'm ready to go back home, or I'm ready to like do something else in life. Right. And it's always like those moments that I think of the most. So here's your PSA, friends. Live in the present moment.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here first. But back to nostalgia.
Right.
Anyways.
Right, let's bring it back.
So you can use music to help calm yourself, relive a moment, or uplift your mood. On the flip, you can feel sadness if it evokes a sad memory. So let's say like you get a divorce and your first dance song, or like
good example.
Your dad's favorite song and he passes away, or like your ex-lover and like I can never listen to Deadmau5 without getting really sad about Dom. I'm just kidding. I listen
but you
to
do
him
think
all
of
the
Dom
time.
sometimes, right?
Not really. Not from that.
I'm trying to think if I have any. I do think of Sabrina when I think of whenever I hear The Used, because it was her favorite group.
Yeah.
I get really sad.
Poor thing.
Sabrina was my high school girlfriend. Shout out Sabrina.
Okay, then
I'm heartbroken.
we have, so what's going on in the brain, my friends?
Let's talk.
The hippocampus, which I think is like the best named situation in your brain.
It's like a
100%.
It's like a college campus for hippos.
Oh my God, that's so cute. The hippocampus plays a big role in nostalgia. It's shaped like a seahorse.
Hello.
Which is cute. Primarily responsible for learning and memory. It consolidates short-term memories into long-term storage, which is a very also cool thing that it does, and enables the retrieval located in the temporal lobe, which also helps with emotional processing and mapping social connections. So if you think about it, let's break this down for a second.
Let's break it down.
The temporal lobe helps with emotional processing. So anytime you go through anything, you're going to obviously like store that. And then the mapping of social connections. So the people that either mean a lot to you or like affect you in some way. That connects with the hippocampus, which is about learning and memory. So all of those together create nostalgia, which is what nostalgia is.
It all like intertwines and damn, the hippocampus works, dude.
Yes. And the temporal lobe.
How do they even like, this is another, we need to do an episode on the brain. How the F did they even figure all this out? How do you know that thing does that?
You poke it with a big needle and then they stop remembering and they go, that one's for memory.
You remove it and they're like, oh, they don't remember any of their social connections. They're like, there we go. Yep. That's it.
That's it.
That's the crazy part, and the sad part is
that's true.
That was a thing because like medical had to advance in a certain way.
Yeah. Gross.
I mean, gross, but also like in the name of science, things had to be done.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I don't exist back in like the 1890s where they're ripping out people's hippocampi.
We're watching Peaky Blinders, which wasn't even that long ago. It was in the like 20s.
Yeah, it's starts in 1919 and we're at 1925 right now. It goes through.
And literally every single episode, I'm like, it would suck to live back then. Like literally, like in every way, the food, the like, just lifestyle.
It's like industrial London too. It's like
people could just kill you and leave you on the street, and it's like normal. Like
no one gets caught.
Yeah, yuck.
What
okay,
else?
So also.
This is a fun episode.
Hippocampus and the temporal lobe also work with the amygdala, thank you, which are your emotions, and the prefrontal cortex, which is self-reflection, to create the complex emotional experience of nostalgia. The prefrontal cortex, as you know, stops developing closer to 30, so that's why all of these things, it's still in development as you nastalize. Is that a word?
Nastalize? I don't know that word.
Nostalgialize?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Nostalgialize. Oh, that's kind of fun.
Take it, friends.
Nostalgializing the act of creating nostalgic moments in your head. Nostalgializing.
Exactly. That's what the brain's doing.
Take it, friends.
The feeling of nostalgia is not just not the memories themselves, but related to emotional states. So it's actually deeper than just like a memory that you think of, as we've discussed. In 1688, Swiss physician Johann Hofer wrote that it was a disease with no cure.
What's going on with that? Why are they calling it a disease?
We'll get into it.
They're freaks. Okay.
So, fun fact, the Swiss song Leren, we'll play it here. Okay. Caused such strong nostalgia that playing it was punishable by death, you guys.
Those Swiss people were serious about their no-go on nostalgia, baby.
100%. Cures were believed to be leeches, stomach cleansing, and other horrific treatments.
That tracks, dude.
After the Civil War, a U.S. military doctor, Theodore Calhoun, suggested bullying as a solution. He felt that soldiers who suffered from it were weak and bullying would make them stronger.
That tracks.
Are you kidding me?
Shout out Calhoun.
It would suck to live back then, I'm telling you. We're lucky.
Yeah, I mean...
They would just bully you when you're already like so sad.
You're so down
or
and
like
out.
Back to the homesickness, like you're homesick in the Civil War and they're like just bullying you to make you shut up.
I mean, like the level of homesickness, not bullying, but like if I'm like a commander and like we're on the forefront of of the line, or what do you call it, on the battle lines?
Yeah. The front line.
Yeah. The front. We're on the front lines. That's what it's called. And one of my soldiers is like so sad and emotional because they miss home. I wouldn't want to bully them, but I would be like, buck up. Come on.
Push them into a ditch.
Yeah. Well, I can't fathom. It was probably so scary and so sad, but I could see where the doctor's coming from to a certain extent. This is war. Stop crying. Let's go, baby. Just bully them.
No heart.
I love how like the diagnoses from like back in the day just like crack me up. Like a MD, a medical doctor, is like, I think that he's American. He's like, I think that the main solution to this issue is to just call them names and kick them while they're down.
Put leeches on their bodies.
And if that doesn't work, put some leeches on their eyeballs.
Pump their stomach.
Yeah.
Insane. Now it's seen as helping with positivity and creativity, plus reducing stress. So we've made a full 180 here.
Uh-oh, we got another Grinch.
The nose connects to the
hip bone.
Olfactory. Is that what it's called?
Olfactory
lobe, a part of the brain that plays a role in causing emotions. So that's why odors can produce a strong impact on emotion, and honestly more than any other sense.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's why if you smell something, it like brings you back immediately.
I know that well, actually, how about like when you have like a bad night drinking and you can't drink that anymore?
Good call.
That's definitely one.
That's a great one. You can't even smell it.
I had
or like having to clean up after a party and you smell beer, like old beer, and it like makes you want to die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's quite like nostalgia. I know it's probably the same mechanism because it connects to that like horrible feeling you felt. I remember for years, well, I don't drink it anymore anyway because it sucks, but I got so drunk and hungover off of SoCo and couldn't drink it for years and years and years. Couldn't even smell it, couldn't even look at it. Now I don't drink it anyway because it's disgusting, but that's definitely an example.
That's a good one. That's like me with like, not Smirnoff. What's the one that has like Burnett that has like all the different flavors?
Oh yeah, Burnett's vodka.
Yeah, yuck. I used to do like iced tea and stuff, which like it wasn't the worst, but like it's like permanent marker.
It's like low. That's
sugar.
That's not on the East Coast. That's a Colorado vodka, right?
No, I drank it in college.
Aren't you thinking of McCormick's? There was Burnett's in
New
York?
Comment below. I think so.
Because I don't remember Burnett's in Pennsylvania, but it was a big one in Colorado, and it was like that's low shelf stuff right there. Ugh.
I wouldn't have drank it when I was 21, so it would have had to be.
You wouldn't have drank it when you were 21?
I don't think I was buying that when I was 21.
Oh,
I
you're
was
saying
like on
when
the
you were
champagne
underage.
train by then.
Yeah, the champagne. No, it might be.
Champagne, Cooks, and Andre, which is like freaking disgusting.
Andre's okay.
Andre's not okay. You will get a headache the second you smell it.
Cooks is like the low of the low, right?
I feel like it's Andre then Cooks.
Really? Comment below.
So. That's how we drink it, at least. So there's different types of nostalgia. We have anticipatory nostalgia, which occurs when one begins to feel a longing for parts of the present before they disappear in the future. I'll say that again. Occurs when one begins to feel a longing for parts of the present before they disappear in the future. So this is like me being on a trip and missing home and wanting to be home before. Like that's like the future that I will live, but I'm not like living in the, you know what I mean? You're like longing for the future almost.
Before they disappear. I don't think.
It's negative because we take ourselves out of the present moment and live in a fake version of the future and long for the past. The irony is that the past in this case is the present that we are living in.
Whoa, dude, what is this? What is this?
Inception.
Inception? Wait. The irony is that the past in this case is the present that wow, because you're thinking of what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
So what you're in right now in your mind is already the past and you're longing for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think to a level, like that can be super unhealthy and negative, but to a level, like there's nothing wrong with like being in a moment and being like, wow, like at one like tomorrow this will all be gone.
Like a
So,
wedding, like your wedding.
Yeah. Like there's positive to an extent, in my opinion. If you're in the moment and you're like, wow, this is all going to be gone, and there's a little bit of sadness because it's so amazing, cherish it before it goes away. But if it's like negatively impacting you, being like, oh my God, like being like anxious and stuff because it's going to be gone, that's bad. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I guess it's more so being sad that the trip is going to be over before you take the trip.
Yeah. What you initially said, I think it wasn't quite.
It's the opposite.
Wasn't quite. Like right now, if I'm like already sad and down that this episode's gonna finish, even though
or
it's
that like
not
Monday
done.
is like coming
Oh,
soon.
like yeah.
Like on a Friday, you're bummed that Monday's almost like right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm sure I've done that. I don't do that much, but I'm sure there's been times where it's like, especially as if like you're having a great night and the night's winding down.
Yeah.
Or like a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Sunday and you're still with your family, but you're already like, oh, tomorrow we gotta leave.
Our moms.
Our moms do it all the time.
Every time we're with them. Every time. Shout out moms.
Literally.
It's like,
that's a mom thing.
I can't believe you leave tomorrow. And it's like, but it's today. Like, stop thinking about tomorrow.
That's a mom thing.
That was your mom, like most of Portugal, where she'd be like, I promise I wouldn't say anything, but I can't believe we're halfway through.
Yeah.
It's like, stop. Illnesses such as Alzheimer's and depression could be helped with nostalgia-based therapy. So could people in support groups. Tim Wildshoot,
great name,
an associate of psychologist Konstantin Sedikidis, believes that nostalgia can be used to direct victims of terrible events away from their trauma and toward positive memories.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Me likey.
Mm-hmm. So it can be used for a lot of therapy and things. Furthermore,
I feel sorry.
No, go ahead.
I feel like that might even be like kind of how they do like hypnotherapy, don't they? They like have you kind of access other memories. Obviously, sometimes they'll do it to like access traumatic memories to like address and move past, but I'm sure you can do the same thing with positive memories.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
Jamal.
Kind of implant them in the space where a negative used to take over.
Like create
kind of
an
thing.
association or something.
I like that.
Like every time a dog barks, you think of like a warm apple pie.
Nice, babe. That's kind of like brainwashing almost.
That's kind of yeah.
Furthermore, a group-based nostalgia can help to reduce stigmas about certain groups. In a test led by Wildshoots, a group was asked to think of a positive memory about someone who is overweight. At the end of the experiment, it was found that the nostalgic feelings derived from the memories led to an improved attitude towards overweight people. The same result occurred when replacing overweight people with disabled people or the elderly.
Interesting.
Which is like, huh? But also, okay.
Right. Who are these? What's this focus group?
Right, correct. I don't.
This focus group is like severely ageist.
Yeah.
And ableist.
For marketing, it is used a lot. For years, which I thought was very interesting, for years, advertisers have struggled with how to successfully advertise to millennials. They finally concluded that nostalgia is the most effective tactic, which, our generation is like so nostalgic.
Might be the most nostalgic generation like ever.
I think so.
I think it'll continue to be that thing because now it's like, it's kind of like easier to access those past memories, or maybe not, because you can throw back to anything for any era. But like, I'm just well, it's probably because we grew up with like commercials. We grew up with like it's like a more media based
social media in the formative years of our lives, like things like that, where I feel like
it's got to be somehow linked to like the technology, because like you could always do a throwback to like a Woodstock video and some like an older generation would be like, oh, that's great, but like why is it more effective that I'll see like someone playing Mario 64 and I'm like, whoa, let me look at that, and it's stupid. It's just someone playing literally this morning I saw someone beat a level at like the rainbow level, whatever it's called. And it was like a record time. And he like ripped through the level and I was infatuated. Why?
That's so hard also. That level's so hard.
Yeah. Not Rainbow Road and Mario Kart.
Oh.
comment below. It's the level. It's in Super Mario 64, and it's like a rainbow level, whatever.
Comment below.
Comment below. I totally believe that. I don't know why, but yeah.
For example, 90s clothing is back. Boom.
It's back.
Nostalgia. They're literally marketing to what we would buy.
Certain types of music.
Logos, companies are starting to use their old logos.
Yeah.
Which is making us purchase things.
How about sorry to keep cutting you off. How about the bands, the hardcore bands that are doing like the 20-year anniversary tours 100%. And they're selling out?
Yeah.
Like Taking Back Sunday and All Time Lows coming through.
Yeah.
Even though, I guess.
Avril Lavigne.
Yeah. Avril's back. Whew.
I mean, Backstreet Boys have been on their tour.
Newfound Glory will do periodic tours, and they always crush it.
Yeah. And of course, like, bands from like our parents' age have also done these tours. It's not just, but like, yeah, you would think that like screamo music would have died out, and instead it's like back, and all people our age are still like going to it.
Yeah, because like it was almost like this very like forward-thinking genre, so it didn't necessarily have the longevity, but fast forward, it does, and it's starting to turn out that most genres have the longevity because it's just cyclical. All like OG dubstep is back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I mean, house came, obviously it's like the most popular form of EDM now, but it wasn't always, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, and like the old house style is coming back too. Yeah.
Wow.
So then we're
breaking ground here.
Reflective nostalgia. We're good. It's like 11 or something. We have reflective nostalgia, which is a heavy aching feeling you get when memories make your current life seem disappointing by comparison. It's the kind of reminiscing that leaves you feeling stuck, convinced that nothing ahead could possibly measure up to what you've lost or left behind.
That's a tough one.
Mava. This is my mom, 100%. She's
probably watching, so.
Yes. She knows I feel this way about it. Poor lady. She's had a great life. Continues to have a great life, but misses the old life, and like cried yesterday because one of our neighbors was moving. We don't hang out with this neighbor anymore, but they're the last of the neighbors of our generation that played in the neighborhood.
Oh, well, that isn't like a nostalgic, beautiful thing.
It is nostalgic, but she doesn't talk to them anymore.
Right.
Mother, you don't talk to them anymore. So it is sad. And also, like, look at the beauty. She just needs like a big thing to happen to like shake her up a little bit, I think.
Well, it's like one of those things where it's like those types of nostalgias. Yeah, those type of nostalgias can be harmless and be like a good thing to reminisce on. But yeah, the reflective nostalgia, it can like get to the point where it is holding you back and crippling because you're like, you think that nothing is going to be as good as it was, when in reality, things can be better.
Totally.
Or you don't need to compare. That was that, this is now kind of deal. I don't know.
I'm sure it happens a lot with like new moms. I know it happens with new moms. I've talked to my friends where like you mourn your old life and like, the nostalgia of your old life, but then your baby's growing up, and like that's such a beautiful period of your life that then when they get older and like they're angsty teenagers or like they move out, like then there's the nostalgia of your child like being a baby and growing up. But like I could live in many moments. After college, I was like really sad and like really missed college and talked about it all the time. You did too.
Yeah.
And then it was like, but the 20s were so good. Like our 20s were epic.
Right.
And then we get to our 30s and I'm like, this is the best. Like I would not, if you paid me $100 to like go back to college now, I'd be like, no, it's good. Like I lived a great life, and like now I'm living a great life now. So I just feel like
$100? Yeah, I'd be like, no.
I meant like 100,000 or something. Something higher.
A lot.
Well, before I used to pay somebody $100 to go back to college, and now it's like, no, like I love where I'm at currently, like right now. And I think that that's the point, is like build the life that you want over and over and over again, so that you don't need, like there's beauty in memory, but you don't need to like go back to that. Like you should want to be where you're at.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, change it.
If you don't like it, change it. But I mean, I'm guilty. Sometimes I need to keep myself in check, because I'll definitely think with reflective nostalgia about college days, where it's like, damn,
Or like Optic Nerd days.
There was some like good times. But there's so much excitement in the now that like overall, or not overall, like definitely I'm like happy with where we're at right now. But yeah, I think everyone's guilty of that from time to time, looking back and being like, oh, there's so many fun times. And, but yeah, just don't let it, like bog your brain down so much so that you're not living your best life now.
Yeah.
I think that's I can't think of words. I think like that's the overall message, right?
Yeah. Then there's restorative, which seeks to recreate the past. So you're just like on a loop trying to like get back to where you were.
People that have like baby fetishes where they want to be babies.
I guess maybe.
Maybe.
But just like
best time of my life,
that
baby.
was the best. So I'm going to just keep living in that, like trying to like recreate it. And obviously that's never going to happen.
Seeks to recreate it. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a good example, but I feel like that's definitely a thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, someone that like Old School, the movie. Like you graduate college, but then you can't like let it go. So you're an adult, but then you like move in near a college and like can't, you know.
That's a great point. Or yeah, to that point, like partying where it's like, sure, like from time to time, I'll like, you know, you might turn up and like play beer pong, but it's like, you're not going to have, like, you shouldn't. If you're in your 30s and up, you probably shouldn't be having these like binge drinking parties, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, no need to recreate that. Like, there's nothing wrong with, first of all, like, if you don't drink, that's great too. But like, there's nothing wrong with just like having like like we're going to have not even a party. We're having a gathering tomorrow and I'm DJing and we're having some friends, but if I had to bet money, it's going to be tame. It'll be fun, but it's not going to be like, wow, like jumping off the roof. You know what I mean? Cause it's like, we don't need that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's my thoughts.
Yeah. Agreed.
Any thoughts about that?
No, but we're going to play a game.
Uh-oh.
So we are not going to play How Well Do You Know Your Partner? Or as we like to call it,
HWDYKYP. Yeah.
30 episodes in, we got it,
We
baby.
rocked into the pocket, baby.
We're going to play a game called Name That Memory. And we're going to see, it's kind of How Well Do You Know Your Partner, but it's only on Slex. And he has to
name that memory.
And he has to answer these questions. We're both going to answer them for me, and we'll see if he knows it or not.
Yikes.
I'm very nostalgic. I've talked about all of these things, so we'll see if he listens to me. Or we'll get a divorce.
Do I write this down or just say it verbally?
We're going to...
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we have the things. Why not?
Good things.
Okay, first, what is my favorite meal that we ate in London? Go. Okay.
I think I know this one.
3, 2, 1. Indian. That first Indian spot.
I forget the name of it.
I know.
We have it in that book.
We have it, yeah. It starts as an A, I think. We're going to put it down in the comments or the thing, because if you're ever in London, everyone always says to go to this other place and there's like multiple locations and it's always packed. I've never had such good Indian food in my life. It's like made so like creatively, and you walk in, we were like, should we even be here? Because like it was so fancy, but it wasn't that expensive, and it was so good.
Well, we were walking back from that was when we got our tattoos, right?
Yeah.
And we decided to walk back, and it was a super long walk to the hotel.
We were so hungry.
We were hungry, and didn't we come across the famous the spot that everyone talks about, and it was like super long wait, and we're like, whatever, and we found this other spot and just stumbled upon it, like Elyse said, and it was like, yeah. So
I feel like it was like a Laura, but not. But it was like something
like that. It was one word.
We'll write it below.
Okay.
Okay. What place makes me the most nostalgic? Going back to I have the most memories. There's quite a few.
I think I got this one. And then this is truly How Well Do You Know Your Partner? I'm blocking because you're literally showing it to me. I feel like this is a good episode. This is a fun episode. Thoughts?
Comment below if you like it. 3, 2,
Two,
1.
Boulder.
Clifton Park.
Shit. It was between Boulder or Clifton Park.
You're not wrong. Colorado has so many memories for me, and Boulder has so many memories. But I feel like I think of like just like things in Clifton Park, even like just like the where I'm from, like in New York, just like the driving routes and stuff like are very nostalgic.
That tracks.
Yeah. Okay. 50-50, babe. Where was my first concert?
First concert.
Do you remember who it was?
Like first concert ever?
Uh-huh.
Man,
Now
I'm
we
gonna
have Kiwi behind me.
I'm
Do
gonna
you see her
kick
sweet
myself.
face?
But no, I don't. But I'm just gonna write something.
I've had 3 of 4 girls on my chair today. I'm living the best life.
You absolutely rock.
Okay.
Ready?
3,
3,
2,
2,
1. It's back.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Was it rock? Was it like a rock
It
band?
was.
Give me a clue.
I'm actually blanking too because I feel like I always say that it's
Look at
Santana,
this.
but it wasn't Santana. It was Yanni. Duh, we talked about this.
Yanni.
Yeah, Yanni. It's back.
Yanni rips.
So not rock. No,
Yanni, sidebar. If we've talked about this, stop me.
we have. But
Viewer.
let's talk about it.
Oh, that thing?
Just talk about it. It's good.
This is one of my favorite stories, real quick. We were at a Q&A with Yanni, so he would like play some, it was in Denver. He would play some music, but then he would like answer questions. And like, for those of you who don't know, he's kind of like a world music guy. He's Greek, and there's like super fans, like huge fans. So there were some people that were like geeking out on him, but someone asked what his influences are. And it's like, if you're an artist, if you're a musician, if you're anyone, you have inspiration and influences. End of story. And he said, not really anyone. I'm more inspired by like nature and by the trees. And it's like, you arrogant
He's pretty arrogant.
tool to sit there and say you have not a single musical inspiration. He went down a few bars. That is just silly.
I hope he doesn't listen to this.
Yanni, if you're watching, I still love you, dude, but admit it. You have influences, bro.
That's like literally what makes the world go round. Also, like everything we ever think is in a big cloud above us, and we're all just like pulling from that collective cloud. So anything you create, Yanni, is actually given to you by everyone else.
By
It's
everyone
all
else.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Brah.
And it's like being inspired by nature and stuff. I believe that, of course, especially his music. It's very like, ethereal and worldly. Sure. But also like, you never listen to like the Beatles, bro? Or, it's like, come on. All right, next.
He didn't even know that music existed.
Yeah, he
before
thought he
made
invented
it.
music. Yeah.
What food brings me back home?
Like when you eat it, it brings your mind back home, or if you're
Yeah. Or like reminds me of home. Again, there's a bunch, but the main one.
this one too. I feel like there's a few. Let's just go. 3,
2,
2,
1. Marinara.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah.
Stuffed shells.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Her mom makes insane pasta dishes.
She's Italian.
Yeah, I literally was gonna say that. She's Italian.
And now my uncle, since he's back home, he lives with my mom. He makes fantastic sauce. So she actually hasn't been making it at all because he's just like taken over. Okay. What place does the smell of lilac remind me of?
That's a hard one. Have you told me this? Smell of lilac.
So we would smell it every year in a certain spot.
Okay. I'm just going to guess.
Speaking of, I need to tell you this story later.
Okay, I think.
3, 2, 1. Arvada. Remember we had the lilacs right
in front
outside of our house.
I should have known that. I thought maybe there was like...
No, Enville had like pretty pink blooming trees, but not lilacs. You remember that? It was like every spring the lilacs would
It
pop.
was huge. It was right when you walk out. It's to the left.
It was beautiful.
I can't believe I didn't
Smells
think of
so
that.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty like big old lilac bush. Bush.
Clearly my hippocampus is just connecting with my
Hippocampus rocks. Olfactory bulb.
Yep. Okay, 2 more. What does the smell of butter remind me of, or who? And this is tough because this is like one story from my childhood, but I have told you it, I think.
Jeez.
I feel like I might have even told this podcast. I don't know, maybe.
Oh my gosh, these are tough. Oh wow. Didn't get that one right. She's still writing.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Camping French kids. Omi.
I don't know. I thought maybe Omi like cooked with butter or something.
No. We used to go camping all the time when I was a kid, and I flipped off this swing and landed on my back and like got the wind knocked out of me, which weird that it never happens now. Like, I mean, I'm not
safer
as
adults.
crazy. Yeah. But like that happened all the time as a kid, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
And these 2 kids came running up to me to like see if I was okay. But they were speaking French and
they're like, "Oui, are you okay?"
Yeah, literally. Ah, ça va? Ah, tu ça va?
Cute.
No, I don't think they said ça va, but whatever. They get me up and they walk me to my parents'
The
camper
spot.
And I feel like they smelled like butter. And like I still think of butter related to them. Looking back, I think they actually smelled like BO, and I just like was too young to know the smell, so I think I thought it was butter.
These French kids just like playing so hard, just stinky.
Yeah,
maybe they did smell like butter. Maybe like they were making
croissant.
Yeah, their parents were cooking with like a ton of butter or something.
Yeah, maybe.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, now I know, but no, I wouldn't have ever got that. So if we're cooking with butter and we're like making pancakes or something,
no,
you'll think of the gross French kids.
Not usually, but if I think of like butter without smelling it necessarily, if I just think of butter, I think of French kids sometimes. Okay.
It's insane.
Last one.
All right, last one.
Who in my life made the best popcorn? Three, two, one. Graham.
Bev, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I knew that.
My grandma made the freaking best.
But then as a result, her dad crushes it.
My dad crushes it.
He makes good corn.
And my mom's always made great corn as well. But my grandma's was like, how are you making this different than anyone else?
It was just like so like, what? Just like perfect flavor.
Yeah. So good. We would have her make it every time we slept over or when she came over sometimes.
Rest in peace, Beverly.
R.I.P. That's all we got for nostalgia, y'all. I hope that this brings you back and you comment below on anything that we said at all, ever. Yeah, any mistakes, we'll hopefully catch them. But if you notice anything or if you just want to chat, comment below. So this is our 30th episode and our last episode of season 1. Last episode, where we're going to be coming back real soon with season 2. We'll still be hitting you with all that hot content on our social media, but this will give you time to catch up, catch a breather, rewatch season 1, so you'll be ready. I mean, literally think like nostalgia, like think about our first episode about Christmas. Think back. Think about where you were when you first heard it. Like, go back and listen. Go back. Live back there. Live back in that time. In time. Thanks so much, guys. And we will see you soon. We really, really appreciate you being on this journey with us. So thank you. Tell your friends. And we'll see you soon. Thanks. Peace. Bye.